Let's make some winter wardrobe essentials. Hi, I'm Caitlin and welcome to my channel CaitMakes, the channel where I make things. We are going to be doing wardrobe essentials today, specifically winter wardrobe essentials, but I think these are going to be really versatile for any season. In this video, I'm going to be making 2 turtlenecks, which I have never done before, and then the other item I'm going to be making is a skirt that I have made before and I loved it. I'm just doing it in a new color, so come along with me as we create these 3 very versatile pieces that will go with everything in your wardrobe. Let's go ahead and get started and jump into this video. So quickly want to tell you which patterns I'm going to be using for these projects today. I am going to be using the Kiana Bonolo turtleneck pattern. I got it off of Etsy. It was only $6. Awesome. I've never used one of her patterns before, but I do follow her on Instagram and YouTube, and I think she's very talented, so I would rather support someone that I enjoy watching. So I bought that one, and we'll see how it goes. And then for the skirt, I'm using a pattern that I have used before. If you haven't watched my fall thrift flips video, check that out. I turned a thrifted piece of black fabric into one of these skirts, and today I am going to be doing it in brown in a non-thrifted fabric. It's going to be a brown suiting fabric that I got at Joann's, and the pattern itself is called the Freyja dress. I've spoken about this before, but it was also an Etsy pattern that I found from AllisPatterns, and it comes with 4 different pieces and they're all mix and matchable, so you get a lot of bang for your buck. And one of those is this skirt that I'm going to be doing. So those are the patterns we're going to be using. Now let's get into the fabric. So fabric for the 2 turtlenecks, I am trying to make pieces that I can get a ton of wear out of, so I decided to go with black and a cream because those go with everything, and I especially like to layer turtlenecks, so I think these will get the most amount of wear. The first one is a 100% cotton, which I was really happy to find. I really like to use natural fibers when I can, but since this needs to be a stretch fabric, that's pretty hard to find. Luckily, this one, because of the ribbing, has some really good stretch, so fingers crossed, but I think it's going to work. But it's like a nice mid-weight, feels really nice. I think it's going to feel very fancy, and I'm excited about that one. And then for the other one, it is not natural fibers, but I couldn't find anything. It still looked really nice and special that had stretch that was in natural fibers, so I went with this one. This is a blend. I think it's cotton and polyester, maybe spandex. I don't fully remember, but it is a blend, and I saw this and fell in love with it. It was like the first thing that caught my eye, and then I spent forever trying to find something in natural fiber, and then I ended up coming back to this one. Hopefully you can see the pattern fairly well, but it is a checkered pattern, and there is a solid square and then a textured square. This is just a really special fabric. I think it gives it a really unique look. It's still subtle enough where I'm not wearing a checkered sweater, but it is more exciting than just a plain, solid. So very excited about this one. The only downside to every cream or white fabric that I found was that they were all see-through. I hate this for us. Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible, but you can definitely see through it. So I am going to have to line this one. I'm going to have to do it double the thickness. Unsure how that's going to go because I haven't made a turtleneck, and I especially haven't made a lined turtleneck. So wish me luck. And yeah, those are our 2 fabrics. Now let's get into all of the prep work needed for this, printing out this new PDF pattern, getting it all cut out, cutting out the fabric, the whole thing, so that we can get started and actually turn this hunk of fabric into a sweater. Okay, so I printed out the new pattern. It was really quick and easy to put together, actually, so sometimes those PDF patterns can take forever. Glad it was a quick one. I have all the pieces cut out for my black turtleneck. I'm gonna go ahead and start sewing this together before I start working on the white one. Let's see how this goes. It's always scary trying a new pattern, and especially a new item of clothing. I've never made long sleeves. I've never made a turtleneck. Yeah, I'm a little nervous, so cross everything. Let's get started. And since I'm not ready to set my serger up yet, I am going to be doing French seams on this whole thing to hide these loose edges. to look like a top. I wonder if I should slip it on. I decided to do the size small. I am in between the extra small and small, and I thought it'd be safer to go up. But who knows? With French seams, I probably should have tried it on first. Oh, well, I might just slip it on really fast and see how I feel. Okay, I slipped it on quickly and I think it's going to be perfect. It isn't skin tight on me, definitely, but that's not really what I wanted. I just wanted it to be fitted, but not too tight. So I think it's going great so far. And I hadn't really tested the length or anything yet because I'm risky like that. And that all seems great too. So yeah, going well. Let's keep going. So side seams are done. Now I'm going to do the shoulder seams. See, now when the inside of your garment looks like this, oh, just love it. Just love it. Kind of want to try it on again just because it's so satisfying to make something new and see it come together. Ooh, so fun. But yeah, I think I'm gonna just gonna put it on really fast. Just really quick. Okay, sleeves are put together, bodice is put together. Now I have to turn the bodice inside out, which it is, and then sleeves right side out. And then I'm going to put the sleeve inside of the bodice. Okay, and then it's right sides together. So if I want to do this French seams, I basically need to do the opposite of this first. I'm sure due to my error, I'm having a little bit of issue getting the hole on the bodice to match the top of the sleeve. So it did say that there should be some ease at the top, but I have quite a bit. I had probably, you know, an inch or two extra. So my option was either to take this in more, which when I've slipped it on my arm, it fits really well right now. So I don't really want to do that. And I really don't want the, you know, armpit area to be any tighter. So I decided to just do a basting stitch around this, and I'm just going to have a slight gather up at the shoulder. I think this will still look cute, I hope, but that is how I'm solving this issue. So we'll see how it goes. Let's hope this works. See, the seam is lining up perfectly, which is nice. And I think the little bit of gathering looks okay. It's not dramatic or anything, but I think that that's gonna be all right. I'm going to slip this on before I do the same thing to the other arm, but from looking at it, it looks good, so we'll see. That method worked out great. It looks great on the inside, feels good, looks good on, so I'm gonna do the same thing to the other arm. Good morning, it is a new day. I left you off last night having just done one of the sleeves on the black turtleneck. I have since finished said turtleneck. I'm not going to show you too much because I'm going to try it on later. And now we are going to be working on the second turtleneck. Black one, everything went great. I am so pleased with how it turned out. I am now in the process of doing the cream one. I did go ahead and put together some of the pieces that you already watched me put together on the black one so that you're not watching the same thing twice. So I've got the sleeves put together, but not connected yet. I have the bodice put together. I'm doing a couple things different this go around. The first one, I really just went with the size small for the bodice especially, and I really like the way it fits for this fabric. It's not skin tight, it's fitted, but definitely has like some give and is like a very comfortable fit. The arms I did still take in for the size small. I mean, you'll just have to see if you make it for yourself, you know, what fitting adjustments are needed for you. But I did need to take in the arms a bit. For that first one, as you know, I did French seams on everything. I love doing French seams, it just makes everything so clean and nice. I'm using so many layers of fabric on this. The French seams are super bulky. So I tried out the French seam method on the sides first, and I did take this one in a bit more. I wanted it to be more like a glove fit, you know, like really fitted. Fit on it right now is really nice, maybe a little on the tight side, but not too bad. Just, I think it's too thick. It's definitely adding width, you know, right where you kind of want to feel and look thinnest on the side of your body. So to get rid of this bulk, I am just going to do an overlock stitch. especially because I left so much extra over here. I think I can just follow my sew line and just do that overlock stitch around here, and then I'll just trim off the excess, and that should make it much smaller. For the other seams that I've done on this, for the sleeves and the top, I just went ahead and did that overlock stitch, and then I used my pinking shears just for extra support on keeping it from fraying at all. It still looks good on the inside. I don't think it looks bad. If I had the materials on hand, I would do a bias tape on this, just because this doesn't look bad, but I'm just kind of obsessed with the insides now. I just want them to look like perfection. So this can still count as perfection. I think it's gonna be more comfortable for me because this is still really soft than if I did the bias tape. But yeah, definitely an option if you're doing this to cover it with bias tape on the inside, just because it looks super clean and pretty. I'm going to go ahead and pick up where I left off on the black one with this, finish sewing this, and then we are going to have two gorgeous new turtlenecks that I cannot wait to wear. I mean, oh, can you guys see this fabric? The double thickness too, like, oh, it just feels so luxe. Okay, anyway, let's get this sewed up. Here we go. Also want to show you my adorable sewing companion quickly. She just likes to sleep in a little donut at my feet while I sew. This is Chloe, if you haven't met her, and she is the light of my life. Okay, moving on. Sleeves are in, and I'm going to do the turtleneck portion now. For this, we take the turtleneck portion, fold it right sides together, hamburger style, and then I'm just going to sew along the edge here, and then this ends up getting folded in half, basically, to become the turtleneck. And I don't usually pin quite this much. Like for something like this, I would usually just kind of hold it and go, but this fabric is a bit slippery, and because it's stretchy, I am just pinning it like crazy every time I do anything to make sure that there is no twisting or, you know, anything that's going to make it look or feel bad. We're getting very close here. Now I am just going to flip this so that it's in half and the seams are on the inside. I have 4 pins on the 4 corners of this so that I can evenly distribute it in the neckline, and the seam is going to go at the center back. All right, now to hem. Very close. Just finished up the hem on one sleeve. Because of the thickness of this, I was doing a little bit of trial and error on to make the finished hem look good still. So what I ended up doing was an overlock stitch just on the raw edge, which is what I'm doing on the second one right now. And then I folded that over. I did a straight stitch to put that on the inside, and then I folded it over one more time, did another straight stitch, so that way, you know, none of the loose edges can be seen. So this is what I was avoiding on the sleeves, is that if it does slip out, you can still see this overlock stitch, which I don't want. I just think that looks a little messier than this now on the inside. It just looks nicer and cleaner to me. So doing this on this second sleeve here, and then we are going to be done finally, and I can put these on. I am so excited to style them and show you how they look. Oh, and we still have to finish up the brown skirt. Let's get this one finished up. Yay. All right, day 3 of creating these wardrobe staples. Averaging 1 project per day. Despite that, know that these are pretty quick makes. It's just, you know, how much time I'm able to allocate. Today we are working on the brown skirt. As I mentioned, I've already made this skirt before, so I'm not going to go nearly as in depth with actually making it. I'm just going to kind of bring you along on the finishing touches of this process. I've been chipping away at this kind of late at night the last couple days. I have all the main seams and the darts done here, but I still need to do the zipper, the waistband, all the hems. So let's get these last few things done and then I will get to style them all. Oh, can't wait. Can't wait to show you the final result and show you how great these are as staples. Super easy to mix and match. So let's get into it. Here we go. Just ironed on some interfacing on the back of the invisible waistband, and now I'm going to connect that to the top of the waist of the skirt. Up today's video. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me as I created these wardrobe staples. Highly recommend both the patterns that I used. I'll be linking them down below. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss any of my videos. And thank you so much for sticking around. I hope that you got some inspiration from this. If you're looking to make some wardrobe staples, highly recommend the turtlenecks and mini skirts. I think they're so fun to style, so easy to use in a lot of different ways. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.